Hello, I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man. Now, as we come close to Christmas and all the major retailers have a Christmas video, I thought, well, why not the Inside Man? Why can't the Inside Man have a Christmas video? And actually, one of the amazing things about the lawyers that we feature on the Inside Man is that they have a unique ability of making legal concepts sound simple and really cut through all of the jargon. But Ian has the biggest challenge of them all for the Christmas video, because what we're going to do is going to illustrate what is a serious topic, but in the style of a pantomime. My guest today is Ian Johnston, Senior Associate Solicitor who specialises in contentious probate. So Ian, we're going to explain about a contentious probate matter in the style of a pantomime. So can you tell me what happened in Cinderella's case, please?
Yeah, well, Cinderella is actually a great example of an Inheritance Act claim that we might normally come across. In Cinderella's situation, obviously her father has passed away, but not before he's remarried the Lady Tremaine, who's more commonly known as the wicked stepmother. Everybody knows Cinderella also has the two ugly sisters as well. So we've got two different families that have come together. Cinderella's obviously been left in a situation whereby she hasn't received anything from her father's estate, it would appear, given that she's known to be wearing rags and spending her days cleaning the house.
Could Cinderella make a claim against her late father's estate?
Well, yes, Tom, I think it probably would. She's in a situation whereby she's the daughter of her father. She's most likely been living at the property with him for a number of years prior to stepmother coming into the picture. So she'd be used to a certain level of maintenance, and maintenance can actually constitute the provision of a home as well. It's safe to assume that her circumstances may change as we all know later on. She goes on to marry the prince. That means her financial situation is entirely different, and it may be that her claim is then either limited or potentially there is no claim at all at that point for maintenance.
And what about the two ugly sisters then? Do they have a claim?
Well, potentially as well, because you would expect under the intestacy rules that the majority of dad's estate is going to pass to the wicked stepmother in the first instance, with perhaps a little bit left over for Cinderella. But ultimately, there's nothing that is automatically passing to the two ugly sisters. They may, if they've been treated by the deceased as though they were children of his, then they could certainly make a claim under section 11D of the Inheritance Act as people who were treated as children of the deceased.
On a serious note, Ian, can you help individuals make a claim against the deceased estate?
Well, it will always depend on somebody's circumstances, but we can certainly look into what their position is, what their financial situation is, and whether or not it might be possible to bring a claim. What type of claim that is will depend on what their relationship is to the deceased and their own financial circumstances. But certainly, we'd always advise, get the advice of a solicitor as soon as possible if you do think that you might have a possible claim.
Ian, thank you so much for being a good sport, and I'd like to wish you and your family all the very best for Christmas as well, and thank you to you watching the Inside Man as well, and Merry Christmas. If you'd like to contact Ian, you can, insideman@jmw.co.uk, or call 0161 82 81 999. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.